Mm. Mm. Yes, sir. Read that sign. Cause that's what happens when you come up against me. No amateurs.
Let's go. On the hop, fellas, on the hop. Who wants it? She's hustle out there today. 180. What's that? Set. 180. What's that?
I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. I store up in the end zone, do my dance all on a hater. A mover and a shaker, you a novice, I'm a player. I'm from DC, but I'm running through and sacking like a raider. 2 chains on my neck, one for them and one for me. If we don't play fair, baby, we play for keeps. You can pass me up, this is not a bye week. I'm looking for a trophy competition, looking steep, and I'm training, I'm focused, I'm about to go deep. I'm like, move the chains, I'm about to make a tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Move the needle for the city like the championships. All my records go hard, this a champion hit. I've been working for this moment like I've been in the gym. Jumping all over hurdles, I'm evading the pit. Head to head with anybody, take them, I can shake them. I invite them to the fire, then I bake them, I'ma break them. I'm a Hall of Fame legend, they should go and hang my jersey. Made to put in work, I don't think they really heard me like. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Ain't no stopping me, ain't no topping me. I am up. Numbers from the jungle suited up. You kicking off against me, hope you ready, get it up. I be booted up, popping out a sprinter or a truck. Whole team chasing bags while they chasing us. Calling audible, I read the game, I think it's time to switch. You get hit, if I miss, then my team is gonna blitz. Yeah, move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains.
I'd have skipped this shit. Wow. Hell no, I feel disrespected on that. Yeah, you right.
great day today. You finally getting it. You starting to turn the corner, and that's what we like
Nah,
to see as a coach.
I'm on gold.
You have got one more opportunity. Let's go for gold.
Bring it in tight. Bring it in tight. All right, let me tell you something. Today was great.
Excellent.
You guys went out there and executed flawlessly. You keep practicing.
Now it's time for the ass whooping.
Determination, laser focus, banging on they know they taking notes.
Hello, everybody. I'm Jonathan Coachman, and this is Super Bowl Sunday on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be an intriguing matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Carolina Panthers.
Yeah, we gonna let this shit play out, boy.
That, it's time for Super Bowl 55, as we'll get you over to Tampa. Standing by for the call.
Yeah, 'cause I told Bone,
Charles Davis.
told my brother, yeah, I was a Super Bowl champ in this league.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football
Let's
League
get it.
is on the air. Tonight it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Beyond thrilled to be bringing you the Super Bowl. All the pomp, all the circumstance, all the pageantry. It doesn't get any better than this, partner.
I'm loving sharing this booth with you, sharing this moment, this type of a game. For all the teachers who said we'd never make it, we're here.
And we talked these last couple weeks about the buildup, the anticipation. I think these guys are just ready to get out there and get this thing started.
And I know that both coaching staffs have spent considerable time trying to figure out how to best bring their team up to a peak without taking them over the edge and causing a lot of issues early in the game.
And you don't think much of a pregame speech is needed for this one?
I think the pregame speeches were the shortest all year. If they didn't just say, let's go get them, guys, they probably talked too much.
Yeah, nigga, we gonna whoop your ass, nigga.
talk, it's time for football.
Yes, sir, after all the talk.
Here we go. Super Bowl 55 is underway. This will be fielded at the 6.
No.
Good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by the NFL's most valuable player from 2015. It's Cam Newton.
There are a number of great quarterbacks in the NFL, but I have to believe that the prototype in terms of look has to be Cam Newton. That stature and frame, almost breathtaking when you see him in person. And now he's starting to put it all together with consistency in his game, throwing, running, leading.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down. When we look at this unit like we are now, Greg Olsen has become such a reliable target in this league.
Loves to be considered the #1 option in the passing game in the offense he plays, and he lives up to it. Knows the defense is set for him, knows how to beat them.
From the 39, Newton. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. And here's the starting crew defensively for Cleveland.
Yes, sir.
Levante David is a tackling machine. He's always where the ball is.
Shit. No fly zone, baby.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. From the gun, here's Newton. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers.
20.
On 1st down, Newton. Oh, he's able to outmuscle.
Man, bullshit.
Give him 30 yards there.
Okay.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring
gonna hold him out.
down. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Panthers. Olsen with the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
That
Now
bullshit.
Stephen Gostkowski on for the extra point.
That's all
This will
good.
be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here are the Browns for their opening drive. Leading them out is the Austin, Texas native at quarterback. It's Baker Mayfield.
Yeah, show him here. Swag on overload.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. $14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Now Chubb. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Mayfield, he'll run it. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Chubb. And an alley to run. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
A first down throw from Mayfield. Rolling to his right. It's caught by OBJ. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 32 yards. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
And he'll get in, and they take an 8-7 lead. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one-up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a risk reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make the statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. McCaffrey. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
Nothing.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a 2nd straight play. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
No.
To throw on 3rd down. Newton. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. His first down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy. It came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
On 3rd down, Newton. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker.
Come on, man.
Ouch, you thought you had the defensive stand. Roughing the passer wipes it out.
What does every defense talk about? 3 and out, right? Thought they were able to get off the field. Not so.
Now a 1st down throw for Newton. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Newton. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he goes down, but not before getting is inside
Man,
the
fuck.
25. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 24-yard line.
20.
On 1st and 10, Newton. That's going to be caught by Samuel. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target.
Yeah, get your bitch ass up field,
I
nigga.
think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The #1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him.
Really something about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
Well, you know, he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3?
That's hell no. They better not.
Trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A good run there to start the drive. 13 yards, first down. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. After he cleared the line of scrimmage, nice little hole developed.
Yeah, great blocking right there at the start. But how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting his feet carry him to him?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Mayfield with a quick fire to Landry. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown.
Yes, sir.
David Njoku, 45 yards. And once again, the Browns are back in front.
Remember the one-dimensional tight ends who just put their hand in the ground and block people? Well, if you're that guy now, you're probably a fullback in an I-formation offense. These tight ends nowadays can do everything. Block, run, and catch. Beautiful connection for a touchdown.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the 2-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're
Nothing.
right on schedule.
Nothing.
13 points.
They get it.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case,
nowhere to
Your bitch ass down.
goes down. Jannard Avery, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
you have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
More of an ass whooping. That's all they need.
The Panthers on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Back to throw. Newton.
Knock the soul out of him.
Fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free.
Man, they're going to be an easy victory, man.
Points on their first 2 possessions, a touchdown and a field goal, but this time, defense stands strong.
Would you say that things maybe are trending now in the right direction for them?
Better than drives 1 and 2.
There's no doubt about it. Now maybe they can exhale a little bit, gather themselves, and really get back into this game.
12 yards on the return that time. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out into a double team, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it.
Wow.
And spins away. Powerful running.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
No gain on the dump off at 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the 1st down carry. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
When defenses get to the quarterback,
let me get some breathing room.
Sometimes it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Hurry! Let's go!
On 2nd down, Mayfield again. He finds his man Johnson. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. And the catch made by Johnson. take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A big play there. 64 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly.
Executed well. Ball's out of his hands quickly into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. There's DJ Moore as he and the rest of the offense head back out there. With them losing here in the second quarter and his limited productivity so far, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Richardson busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Scarlett. And he is
nothing
in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing in the line of scrimmage.
And he held on to it too long. A coverage sack. Down he goes. Jannard Avery, his 2nd sack of the night.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. There's Baker Mayfield as he and the Browns offense comes back out. He does have the 1 interception, Charles, but I think that's been more than offset by the 3 first-half touchdown passes.
I would agree with you. There is a blemish, but when you've thrown 3 touchdown passes to try and erase it, that's a little bit better than the ratio that all NFL coaches are seeking from their quarterbacks, and he's giving it to them.
They'll take the 3-1
every single time. Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
First down, Mayfield, and he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Throwing, Mayfield, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns, the blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Here's Mayfield, buying time to his left. And that'll be incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb powers through him. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop.
That's all right.
Since this new 2-point rule came into
I'm
play,
over 18. Look at this shit, man.
more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
Give me that ball back 2nd half anyway, bitch.
Cam Newton getting ready to go again on offense. A lot of the problems have been on the other side of the ball. Is that frustrating for a quarterback who's been playing well?
It is, but there's no way that the best ones let their teammates know that. They actually take it upon themselves and say, okay,
Nothing.
I have to do even more, or I need to play better. Maybe even say, I put my defense in a bad spot. That's what true leadership shows you.
Well, he doesn't need to change much. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball.
Wow.
You can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami.
Bravo!
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down.
Damn it.
Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Landry, the intended target.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 11 yards and a Panther first down. Now Newton on first down. And they got the hook up. This is Olsen. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's a run for the Colorado State grad, Capri Bibbs. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Looking to throw on second down. Newton. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Now Newton. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Here's Michael Palardy now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And this is away, and I don't think Landry will get a chance to return here.
Let's go, boys. Bring it out.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Landry again the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still a 39 on 2nd and 10.
Mike, watch the screen. Mike, 48. Mike, 48.
Mayfield to throw it. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Hooked up by James Bradbury. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
53. Mike, 53. I can't believe they let you play.
A final shot before the break. Newton. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in Super Bowl 55 as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight. As we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. Thus far, this Super Bowl has looked less like a contest and more like a coronation. And to call the second half, let's get it right back out to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams ready after the halftime spectacle, and we are back underway in Super Bowl 55. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Mayfield sliding out of the pocket. He finds his target, Beckham. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 35. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Mayfield out to his left. He's going to go up top for the end. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
And he will dive into the end zone, and the two-point conversion is successful. Oh, boy, rubbing a little salt in the wound there, going for two up this big.
You know, there's one time when I played, Brandon,
Man, this ain't even no competition.
And they ended up going for two late in the game. And I asked one of the guys, why'd you do that? He said, because we wanted to win.
Hey, I want to see how Gary Johnson, a.k.a. G-Bone Stoner, had lost to this team.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37.
And while it's highly unusual, NFL teams to think about using their quarterback on key 3rd down runs. None of those teams, save one, has Cam Newton. He's unique, one of the biggest quarterbacks you'll ever see. Give him the ball, let him pick it up.
Let's go.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the... It didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that... Sudden boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Double tight. We got 4.
This is Scarlett on the carry. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it with Scarlett. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, I'm back.
Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do to us? Play calling, what?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys and continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well. Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. He's going to look deep. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for Carolina. 42 yards. Now look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They run with Littlefield, and he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. To throw on 3rd down. Newton to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
A running play on 1st down will give 4 up to the 29. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Mayfield now. And it's caught. Beckham. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. He's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. A big play that time for Cleveland. 42 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ballgame.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. From 13 yards out as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. So that drive, 4 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Come on, let's wrap up garbage time.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. There are none too plays that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easy.
And this throw will be intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Tighten up. Up. He's checking. Crash.
To Johnson again. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. It's caught by OBJ. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. They're never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. James Bradbury there to make the tackle. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Adam pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now a shotgun handoff to Scarlett. Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Easy.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. A shotgun snap for Newton. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away.
Get your bitch ass upfield, nigga.
Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No, I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, you know, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles. The Rams.
Yeah.
Their 2nd meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from the first one and blew out the Seahawks.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to lock it.
And he'll score! Touchdown! Browns! Taking it in from a yard out as his guys continue to pour it on. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
out as the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Blowout.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And now the third down throw incomplete.
I can do the same play.
Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
The Browns drive about to get started. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Mayfield throwing quickly out to Beckham. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Give him 32 on the play. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about
hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I'm just gonna let the computer, you know what I'm saying, go on play defense.
Has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
Getting set to go again here. Cam Newton marches back onto the field. And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at the quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually, there's a quarterback whisperer somewhere. And what I mean by that is, whether it's an assistant coach, whether it's one of his best friends on the team, someone that can get in his ear, get with him and say, all right, my man, what do you need? What's going on here? So there's one person he can lean on. He's going to have to lean on that guy right now.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. I guess at this point, Charles, heck, why not take some shots?
I would agree with that totally, because a big play can't hurt at all. Heck, you might get a pass interference call out of it. Somehow the ball might get tipped up and you come down with it. Might not do too much for the result of the game, but it could add to your stats.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The veteran Morgan Burnett there on the coverage.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Larry Ogunjobi gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Here's Michael Palardy now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Heading out is the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 45.
48 months. Hey, Haywood.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. The guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Mayfield with a quick fire to Landry. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami.
48, 180.
From the red zone now, Mayfield, screen play, Johnson. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. Mayfield with it once more. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku with his 3rd touchdown of the Super Bowl as his guys continue to pour it on.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory. 3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Carolina getting set to take the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. This is Bibbs. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D.
From the gun, here's Newton. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
Out of the gun, Newton. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Newton. That one caught by Bibbs, his running back. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 26.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. On 1st and 10, Newton. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. On 2nd and 10, Newton, and they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Here's Newton. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Newton will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Now Bibbs. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Newton looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and now it's 3rd down.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing is Newton. And that is caught. And they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon. The point after try for Gostkowski. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. A 10-play drive that time. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Defense. Let's go, defense.
So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham with his third touchdown of the Super Bowl as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Joseph now to have the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. And they're able to get the connection on the long touchdown pass. And that's one of the easiest drive summaries you'll ever see. One play, touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like that? And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Here's Newton. And he's going to go down again. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Operating from the gun, Newton. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
Try and get it all back with one big shot right there, but even if successful, that doesn't get them all the way back to where they need to be. Can't totally abandon throwing the ball underneath as well.
Landry now on the return. Well, the lead late in the fourth, but Mayfield's going to throw it. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hey, not for 70 points, bitch.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And how about this? The dog pound gets the crowd. The Cleveland Browns are the Super Bowl champs.
Yes, Super Bowl champs in the building.
And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When
yes,
you look at the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.
Yes,
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season. Right
East
here.
1999, my nigga.